My brother's been having an affair with our stepmom for years, and I'm the only one who knows. When I was 10 and my brother was 8, our mom walked out on us, leaving us with our dad. He remarried when we were 14 and 12. Our new stepmom was 26 at the time. Our dad was 42. She wasn't exactly a maternal figure, but she was kind to us, gave us more attention than Dad ever did, drove us to school, hung out with us, all that. 2 years into their marriage, she had our little sister. Dad had a nasty drinking problem. It led to endless beatings for me and my brother. Being older, I tried my best to shield him. My brother was already messed up from our mom ditching us, and Dad's abuse made it worse. He was a scared kid who clung to me 24/7. There was a brief period when things got better. Dad actually quit drinking and tried to make amends. I worked on forgiving him and keeping things civil, but my brother never accepted his apologies. Around that time, Dad met our stepmom. I think their honeymoon phase lasted just long enough for her to marry him and get pregnant before realizing she'd made a mistake. By the time my sister was born, everything was falling apart again. They fought constantly. Dad started drinking again, and the abuse came back, though our stepmom did try to stop him. My brother started acting weird. He and our stepmom formed this alliance against Dad in every argument. I was stuck in the middle, trying to shield my little sister from the chaos. Dad spent more time on business trips or at our lake house, really, just cheating. Meanwhile, my brother spiraled, skipping school, running away, even getting arrested twice. Then he came out as bisexual, which was the last straw for Dad. They had their biggest blowout yet. It turned physical, and I had to break it up. After that, Dad basically moved into the lake house full-time. Stepmom stayed home as a housewife and hired a live-in nanny for our sister. I left for college at 18, so it was just my brother and stepmom alone together. I don't know why we turned out so different. I fought like hell to rise above the abandonment and violence. My whole life was about not becoming our parents. I never blamed myself for what happened to us. But my brother? He drowned in it. The self-loathing, the suffering, and he wanted to drag everyone down with him. I tried so many times to help him. Sometimes it felt like my words got through, but it never lasted. Every time he seemed better, he'd relapse. When he was 17, I caught him and our stepmom having sex in his bedroom. Worst day of my life. Of course, he begged me not to tell Dad, said he'd kill him, and I couldn't say no. This went on for years. It became this sick, twisted routine. He didn't leave for college, and when they were alone, which was often, they acted like a couple. He'd rant to me about how they were in love, how she was going to divorce Dad, how they'd run away together. I could never condone it. I tried to make him see how messed up it was, but to him, there was nothing wrong with it. Double asterisk. 3 years ago, I had more hope than ever. They'd had a fight, and he finally ended things with her. He moved in with me and my long-term girlfriend and stayed with us for about 8 months. He even started dating this really sweet, normal guy. My girlfriend, the one who pushed me to start therapy back in college, gently encouraged him to do the same. Just when we thought he was making real progress, he completely ghosted us. One morning, he packed his stuff and walked out of our apartment, blocked our numbers, dumped the guy he was seeing. When I finally had time to check on him, I went home. And there he was, back with our stepmom, acting like nothing happened. He refused to even talk to me. I had to focus on my own life, my relationship, my job, my own mental health. Then, 2 years ago, my dad called to say our stepmom was pregnant. Apparently, she needed more fulfillment, so he decided to give her a child, even though they still weren't living together full-time. I knew immediately what had happened. It didn't take long for my brother to confess that he was the father. She must have figured it out fast, because she went to our dad and told him she wanted a baby. They slept together a few times, She went home, and a little while later, surprise, she was pregnant. My dad didn't want much to do with the baby, just like with my sister, who's 10 now and mostly lives with her mom's parents, or stays with me and my girlfriend, luckily. Our stepmom had another girl. Since then, they've been busy with the baby. My dad's still absent, and clearly in denial. And I've just tried to keep things civil with my brother. I gave up trying to fix him. The whole thing messed me up. Sleepless nights, anxiety, knowing all this, and feeling powerless. But I've stayed focused on my own mental health. At the end of the day, you can't solve someone else's problems. You can only love them and give advice. The next move is theirs. I talked to him recently. He told me he's finally realized he hasn't been happy since the day our mom left, that nothing he's done ever brought him closer to happiness until his daughter was born. It's so messed up that our dad's name is on her birth certificate, and I still don't get how life could turn out this fucking twisted for my brother. Double asterisk.